Hey guys, I'm back. If you guys are new, I am Mocha. If you guys are part of the Soul Tribe, thank you guys for coming back and chilling with me for a little bit. This is a collective message for Cancer season and Cancer transits. Now that that's out the way and the intro's out, how are y'all doing? Shout out to my cancers. I love, love, love cancer energy. I have a ton of cancer in my chart. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm a Venus in Cancer. I'm considered a Cancer rising in sidereal astrology. And I have Mars in Cancer, South Node in Cancer, Cancer in the 12th house. I'm just all Cancer vibes. So it's a pleasure to do this reading. I wanted to point out a few things about this reading is that it's a general reading. It's for the collective. Anyone that feels drawn to come across this video, this is for you. This reading doesn't just apply to Cancer season. It applies to Cancer transits. It applies to those dealing with the Cancer, resonates with Cancer energy, has Cancer placements. So I will have timestamps below for the collective message, but I just wanted to touch base a little bit on Cancer vibes so you guys can have a better idea of how to work with Cancer energy and what to expect during Cancer season. So a few quick things just off the top of my head that I feel that's God has placed on my heart to intuitively tell you guys it's just gonna come out because I didn't have this all planned out. Was that first and foremost we need to remember that Cancer rules the fourth house. So expect during Cancer season for family matters to resurface, private family matters to resurface, private conversations. You might notice more private conversations happening. And I'm not just talking about for everybody involved. I'm talking about like maybe let's go to the room and talk one-on-one type vibe. So there could be like family intervention stuff going on too as well. But for the most part, things that we don't typically like share with anybody outside the home or it could even become even, like I said, even more private where you're just talking to people one-on-one in the bedroom about private matters regarding family. Another thing that you guys can expect during Cancer season is looking to your culture and your ancestral lineage, where your family came from, any traditions that you guys want to discontinue or start. Maybe you want to start new traditions. Another thing about Cancer is that it rules the moon. The moon rules Cancer. And the moon is definitely attached and associated with the mother. So there could be mother wounds that are being discussed or brought up. The mother could be any mother figure in your life, could be a topic of discussion. There could be events surrounding the mother as well. Anything that has to do with home life and domestication, that could be a topic as well. Children, because with mother comes children. So that's another thing. Those are just topics that might have a more emphasis on during Cancer season. So yeah, one last thing I want to bring up before we talk about the Cancer transits that this reading could apply to is that the moon, again, like I mentioned, is rules Cancer. Okay, and one thing I don't want us to overlook is that the moon is always, always changing. Out of all the planets that's up there in the solar system, the moon is doing the most out of everybody else because it's constantly changing different phases and it's constantly changing different signs. Every 2 to 3 days, at the most 3 days, the moon is in a zodiac sign. Okay, every day this moon is changing a different phase from the new moon to the full moon to the full moon to the new moon. It is waxing and waning. So with that being said, wherever you have your moon in the houses, if you know, catch me if you guys are hit to the knowledge of astrology, this is where you guys can notice the most fluctuating energy. Okay, and so whenever we talk about Cancer energy during Cancer season, there's going to be fluctuation. So this is a perfect time during Cancer season, Cancer transits, to practice grounding practices, okay? Because when we have all this family stuff, ancestral stuff, home stuff, domestication, the mom and the children, and our childhood, and our mother wounds, and all this stuff gets brought up, and then we have like this energy that's ruled by the moon, our emotions could go up and they could go down and go up and go down. As I said, I saw the number 444 on the time. And so just keep that in mind when we're working with Cancer energy, that our emotions are going to be fluctuating and might be even heightened more. That's not to intimidate anybody. That's just to say, why am I feeling all these feelings, and why is it becoming more intense, or I'm feeling that I need to numb myself or retreat or whatever. It's because Cancer is in the energy. It's a transit that's going on. And so we need to remember to ground ourselves, not to project, and to practice anything that keeps us like composed. We don't have to have it all the way together all the time. I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, we're not perfect, right? But if we know any of these topics that I brought up can trigger us, then we need to revert back to our grounding practices. Now, before we get into the collective message, the last thing I want to touch base on is the Cancer transits, because remember I said that this reading can apply to not just Cancers, Cancer placements, people resonating with Cancer energy, and cross watchers that are dealing with Cancer. This can also resonate to Cancer transits that are happening as well this year. So Cancer will, the sun will be going into the sign of Cancer June 21st. Also, Mercury and Venus will take effect in the sign of Cancer June 17th. It's actually all happening right now as we record, because it's June 17th as I'm recording this. And then Mars in Cancer will happen sometime in September. September 4th is what it's looking like. And then the moon will be in the sign of Cancer on July 5th and 6th. So shortly after the 4th of July, the moon will be in the sign of Cancer. And that's another thing I want to bring up. And then I promise it will be last thing, and then we'll go straight into the reading. Cancer energy, Cancer season is so family based. You might, if you reflect and you look back, this is the time that people spend the most time with their family, or they withdraw from family. It just depends on where you're at in your life. Cancer season is during the summer, and a lot of times we end up spending time with family that we don't typically spend time with during the school year. So that could be another thing, especially for children. Okay, so again, like family matters, children, domestication life, like who has the kids, who don't have the kids, where the kids, the family, all of that, it will be coming up. So I wanted to do this collective reading so that we are good, we have an idea what to expect and what's going on. Whew. All right, I think I'm done. If you guys want to book a personal reading, I'm telling you now in advance, all the links in the description box below. Follow me on my socials. Drop a love donation. It's appreciated. It supports me and encourages me to keep pouring into you guys. And I will, pour into me, I'll pour right back into you. I'm a love bug. I'm a Venus in Cancer, so I can't help but nurture my people. So with that being said, let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. Cancers, happy birthday, happy solar return. I wanted to get a vibe from the Moonology deck and see, since it is Cancer and Cancer is ruled by the moon, what messages are going to come out for the collective. Cancer. I'm seeing the word paradise, and it reminds me of that song that LL Cool J did with, I think her name is Amari. Paradise is very nice. I remember he says that. Oh, he was so fine. Cool J, my devil penny. I'm seeing the word paradise though. Paradise is very nice. Okay. If you want it, baby, just be real. Paradise is very nice. Okay, let me stop. I'm a 90s baby, so I sometimes listen to the music back then, honey. I also like the 70s music too. But anyway, I digress. What messages are for the collective regarding Cancer season, spirit? Speak to me clearly. What is it that the Cancers need to hear at this time? What is it that y'all need to hear? Let's see. Number 4 could be significant as well for you guys. Cancer. Cancer. Hold your vision. This is fixed moon energy. I like this. Guys, there's this energy of like, remember I was mentioning in the intro about Cancer energy and Cancer vibe? and how our emotions are going to fluctuate and go up and down because matters of family, ancestral lineage, culture patterns, domestication, children, mother, all that vibe is going to be surfacing during Cancer season. This is a reminder to not let that stuff like detour you off of your fixed vision. Okay, fixed energy is typically associated with Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus. So you're encouraged to look into what placements that you have in those signs, what house placements do you have in those signs. Pay attention to transits that are in those signs as well, and work with those energies. Because I was just saying that I was like, we as a collective need to work on our grounding practices and become reliant on those things. Be aware when to use them because these emotions are going to come up and down. And again, this is not to intimidate or scare you. This is just to remind you that sometimes we get in a funk and then we fall off the wagon. You know, we get in that funk or we get in these moods. Cancer is very moody too. And then we get discouraged and we're like, we'll put off something. And then next thing you know, we're procrastinating. This fixed moon energy. So again, also work with, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio moons as well to redirect you back on whatever your vision is in the event that you do fall off. You fall off that wagon, you get distracted, you get discouraged, you get moody, you procrastinate. This is a reminder during Cancer season, stay focused on the vision, okay? I like that because it's realistic. Cancer energy is moody. Also, I'm picking up the energy of passive aggressive behavior. So I don't know if that's being projected onto you or you're projecting it onto other people. But yeah, don't let your emotions get the best of you to the point that you lose sight of your vision. Hold your vision, guys. Fixed signs are typically, and fixed energy are known as the builders in the astrology because they're so fixed on what they want to do that no one can really distract the builder. You know, the builder has a vision. They know what they're trying to build, and no one can detour or distract them. And typically, especially like with Scorpios and Leos that I've noticed, when people distract them, they end up cutting them off. And they go right back to the vision, and they go right back to building, and it's like nothing ever changed. It's like if someone's chirping in their ear and they're doing a little too much, it's like, okay, you're blocked. Okay, limited access, you're out the club. Okay, security. I mean, Aquarius and Taurus will do the same, but I've noticed in my personal life, Scorpio, Leos, they'll cut people off, and that's it, and that's all. Okay, let me pull one more message for the collective regarding Cancer season. Yeah, this season is going to be ruled by the moon, guys. So we got to, again, rely on our grounded practices and stay focused on the vision. Lean on trusted fixed signs too. They might be able to give you some sounded advice on how to handle things when you're getting discouraged, okay? Let's see. Or you just start to fall off and have a way. A new start is coming. New moon. This makes me want to look up and see when's the next new moon coming up. I might do a reading on the next new moon as well. A new start is coming. Whenever I think of new moons, this is a perfect time to regroup. You know, have a sesh with yourself, like have a accountability meeting with yourself or with your spirit team, God, and say, what do we want to do different this time? Sometimes during new moons, people release because it's like, this stuff is holding me back. I've outgrown it. It's no longer in alignment with what I'm trying to build, right? With this fixed moon, hold your vision energy. Okay, so, and sometimes it's about planting seeds with the new moon energy and saying, this is when I want to start. So new vibe, new approach type vibe. So during Cancer season, even family, people that feel like family, soul tribe, children, your mother, these things might definitely inspire and motivate you to do something new, try something new, set new intentions, okay? New moon energy is a vibe because it's telling me that the collective is going to be inspired by the energy around them to make something, to change something, and to create something new. This could be someone that has a fixed vision on something and they wanted to approach it a different way. Okay. Like, oh, I wanted to heal family issues, or I wanted to sort some things out between me and my mother, or I wanted my home ran a different way, or I wanted to learn about my ancestral lineage, or my culture, start or end new traditions. This is the time to still hold on to that vision, but try a different way, different approach. Someone here is going to be open-minded. The collective, as a collective, you guys are going to be open-minded, which is cool. Let's pull another oracle card before we get into the tarot for the collective spirit. Speak to me clearly. Cancer season for the collective. Cancer season for the collective. For some of you guys, this vision that you have, Spirit doesn't want you to let go of it, but they do want you to let go of people. And this could be a seasonal thing, you know. But some people don't support your vision and they don't see it. And, you know, for the record, like, that vision isn't for them to see, right? It wasn't given to them. So some people, they know how to support despite the fact that the vision, they can't see it, understand it, accept it. And some people, like, they could really be holding you back because they just don't support, understand, comprehend the vision. And I feel like come summer, yes, Cancer season during the summer, you're going to find yourself saying, okay, you gotta go. You're really setting me back. You gotta go. You know? And I feel like some of you guys are excited about doing this. Like, low-key feels like you are excited to do this. Like, bye. And someone say, bye. All right, Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. I feel like this next message has to do with a mother, because mother, the word mother keeps coming up now. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Therapy could be another thing. Oh, I love this. Look how these cards are spilling everywhere. The one card that flipped over was humor. I really feel like there could be healing going on with mother, but also there could be like you guys laughing at how far you've come. Something that used to make you cry, you're able to laugh about the shit now. Does that make sense? There could be people that are laughing through their pain as well. That's another thing with this humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. Some of you know what I love about Cancers, though, is that out of all the zodiac signs, I feel like Cancers have the ability to laugh at themselves. That is one thing that's consistent about Cancer people that I've noticed in my life personally. And even some comedians too, like, they laugh at themselves. And I feel like you're going to be looking at the situation and you're going to be laughing like, man, I used to handle that situation so differently. Also too, if you look at it, this is like green, which represents, the color green can represent the heart chakra. So like, this could be people like whose hearts are open in order to laugh about this shit. Like, this humor feels like you're laughing about family matters. Like, on to better things, on to new things. Now, some of you guys, I don't see you guys laughing, but I do see that somebody might find the situation comical. So this might not be you, specifically Cancer, that's laughing about it, but there could be someone in the mix that's part of this situation that's laughing at it. Like, this is not, you know, I can't take this seriously. You know, I just cannot take this seriously. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I really feel like someone is channeling their inner child, which, you know, fourth house can talk about the children as well. But this is someone I'm picking up that's choosing to channel the inner child, or they want the inner child to be happy. Okay, this could be, I'm also picking up, there's a solid message here where they're like, say it and then leave it. There's a family dynamic that's going to be changing and it's going to be a lot more lighter. So if the house or the living arrangement or the power dynamics feels intense, it's going to be a lot more lighter. People are going to start letting go of resentments and grudges. Know that does take time, but the heaviness of the resentment and grudge is going to be lighter and lighter. For some, this is going to be in the beginning of Cancer season, while for others it's mid, and for others it's towards the end. Okay, so don't force anything. This could also be with this humor card, like someone's bringing up an issue that they thought someone was like still upset about, and they're just laughing it off like, oh, that shit, that's old. Like, I ain't worried about that. I'm not worried about that. Like, we can actually laugh about that. Like, it's not even serious. Like, where I was back then or the way I handled that situation was uncalled for. It was ridiculous. I was out of pocket. They were out of pocket. You know, like, it feels like that. Look, we have empathy. Exactly. Like, someone has the ability to empathize with the situation and move on from the situation, laugh about it. Okay. It says, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation with empathy. That's what I was picking up earlier. Like, for some of you guys, this is an overdue conversation, a misunderstanding, a falling out of beef even. But even let's say you're not literally laughing about it, you're looking at it like, man, that's water under the bridge. That's dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to understand where you were coming from. I was able to understand where I was coming from. I can see where I dropped the ball. I can see where you dropped the ball. Moving forward with this new moon energy. I'm still getting that message though, that this new moon energy with this fixed vision is saying like, I still have this vision. And yes, people are still not going to come along, but at least I was able to hash it out. So for some of you guys, let's say you had a falling out with somebody within your family or a sibling even, because this can talk about domestication. This can talk about the people that you live with, right? Let's say there was some sort of disagreement where resentment ended up brewing, grudges ended up brewing, like no contact ended up happening. This could be someone saying, I have goals despite that. And in the back of my mind, it's still something that hasn't been cleared up. And I'm open to clearing it up and then continuing on to my vision, because I'm not going to stop it for this. So this might be something where like the conscience gets cleared, so that it's one less thing that you feel like you have to hash out or clear a misunderstanding about. And then it's like moving forward. Some people, I feel the need to say, they reach a great level of success and they never get to hash out like old issues that they had with family and friends and soul tribes and so forth. People assume just because you reach a level of success that you don't care, you're not worried, you're not thinking about the issue. All along, you could be feeding off of that. So this does feel like something gets to be, the load gets to get lightened. Okay. But some of you guys are creatives and you made content off of this exact issue, and you're going to be making content again about the issue being resolved. Does that make sense? Like, let's say you're a singer or a songwriter and you wrote a song about this issue not being cleared up. The whole time people are thinking you're the successful songwriter, singer, writer, rapper, whatever, and your songs are about the issue. So yeah, and then you end up hashing this out. Now you're able to write another song about how the issue is resolved. And now you're back on to that vision of being successful at whatever you do, sing, song, dance, write, whatever. It feels like that for Cancer season. So this is good. Let's look into the tarot and see what other messages come through for the collective. For Cancer season, Mars in Cancer is coming through. I think I mentioned Mars. Yeah, Mars will be in the sign of Cancer come September. All right. Starting off with the Wheel of Fortune, the World, and the Five of Swords. Yeah, this is just another confirmation that not everybody gonna come with you. The Wheel of Fortune is saying that for those that are open to a new beginning, a new start, they're open to being empathetic and moving on from something that was a burden. The wheel is turning in your favor. And so something is going to put you more in alignment with whatever your personal goals are. This is what happens when you become more open to doing something differently or trying something, or just open to new. The wheel ends up turning in your favor and you become even more and more aligned to whatever it is that you want. The World card here, which is the last major arcana, is saying absolutely Yeah, if you're open-minded, you're open to new vibes, new energy, new intentions, new method, then you end up completing something that could have been very karmic, or that could have been test and trial, test and trial, test and trial. And here with the Five of Swords is indicating this is what the test and trial looks like for everybody involved. This doesn't just feel like for the Cancer or whoever I'm speaking to. This feels like everybody involved, okay? Because this could have been unnecessary beef, unnecessary drama, paranoia, stress, anxiety, competition even. You could have made bad decisions because of this. But, you know, like I said, for those that are open to new, the wheel will turn in your favor and you will complete some sort of karmic cycle or something that really felt testing for you. Let's see, let's put these back. I want to look at what was challenging, what will be challenging for the collective comes Cancer season and Cancer transits. What's challenging for you guys? What will be challenging for the collective spirit speaking clearly? The Queen of Pentacles, this is the feminine, and this is definitely giving me maternal vibes. Could be an earth sign, could be someone that has Sagittarius placements as well. This could be a self-righteous person, okay, that's coming through for me. Okay, let's see what's currently protecting the collective. It could be someone that has money, someone that prides themselves on their wealth or their possessions, their home, decor, their clothes. This is a materialistic person. It doesn't mean they put material over people and things like that, but this is someone that cares about what they look like, cares about their possessions, cares about their wealth, desires to be financially stable if they're not. What's currently protecting the collective? The Five of Swords. Can we get clarification on the Five of Swords? This just came out earlier. For some of you guys, this is the blockage. This is some sort of blockage, a relationship with a maternal figure, a feminine, an earth sign, a Sag, someone that cares about their finances and wealth and material and possessions. It's somebody that's self-righteous here. And you just can't see yourself really working with this person for whatever reason. Can we clarify the Five of Swords? Because I asked about what's currently protecting the collective when we have the Five of Swords. So there's somebody here that is trying their best to move on from the situation with this Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles could be someone that identifies themselves as a wife or a fiance, someone that wants to be married. This person could also describe themselves as a teacher. Wow, we have the Two of Swords. Cancer season, okay, we're identifying a blockage in some sort of way regarding a maternal figure or this woman. Two of Swords and the Five of Swords, definitely a mental block. In case you're wondering, what kind of block is it, Mocha? It's a mental block. Spirit is saying, you know, you're protected in other ways, but regarding this relationship or connection with this Queen of Pentacles, they have an effect on the mind. So you would have to intentionally do the work to protect your mental. It's not, your mental is not protected as long as you're going back and forth in your mind about an issue that you have with this person. This is why it's encouraged to be open to doing something different with this Queen of Pentacles. Empathy is needed here. Empathy is needed both ways. Okay? In order to remove this blockage, you would have to be able to see both sides of a situation. They're telling me that's the only way. Both parties need to be open to seeing both sides of a situation. What else for the collective? Cancer season for the collective. Cancer season for the collective. What is it that I need to hear, Spirit? Let's see. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this is good. So this is indicating to me that the new start may have to do with money, may have to do with finances, material gain, possession gain, leveling up in some shape or capacity. Some of you guys feel like God is going to bless you with something. And I feel like no one can convince you otherwise. It's interesting because prior to this Ace of Pentacles, the only Pentacle card that I recall was the Queen of Pentacles. So maybe someone is feeling like they want to achieve a level of security in any kind of way when it comes to this Queen of Pentacles. So let's say like you guys are dealing with a feminine that prides themselves on financial gain and wealth and possession of material and all that jazz. It could be a mother figure, could not, but I'm picking up mom. This Ace of Pentacles could be indicating that maybe you want to achieve that same level, if not better, without their assistance, because the Five of Swords is definitely giving me like competition vibes earlier. What else for the collective for Cancer season? Yeah, some of you guys are willing to do the work to achieve this level of security and stability as well. Maybe you guys want to feel secure in your health and within your family, your finances. You see this person's hands, they pull this pentacle out of the ground. It looks like these are roots coming from the ground. So this person was willing to get their hands dirty to get this pentacle, because this pentacle is promising, it's long term, it can bring a sense of stability that they desire. And some of you guys are dealing with or have dealt with the Queen of Pentacles that is self-righteous, and you don't want to depend on this Queen of Pentacles. You want to do it on your own. And the Queen of Pentacles could also be a male or a female. They wanted to make that clear as well. Because the Queen and the King of Pentacles are two different vibes. Queen of Pentacles is someone that is practical like the King of Pentacles, but she can be a little showy. She can be a little showy. Where the King of Pentacles is like, I mean, I work hard for my stuff, but I'm not going to sit here and brag about everything, all the time. I'm too busy working. Where the Queen of Pentacles is like, welcome to my home, and look at my beautiful stuff in my home, my beautiful necklace, my beautiful earrings, and like, look at my children, and Queen of Pentacles, for the most part, she's a very grounded individual, but at the same time, don't get it twisted. She has nice shit for a reason. Like, but I feel like this, the collective is saying like, I can get that too, and I can get it on my own. What's crowning the collective for Cancer season? What are you guys currently focusing on at this time for Cancer season, Cancer transits? The Four of Cups, you know what? In the Four of Cups is Cancer moon. In the tarot, the Four of Cups is Cancer moon. This goes back to what I was talking about earlier about how we have to be open-minded and be empathetic in order for this mental block to be removed. And this is now looking like it's a heart chakra block as well. It's a heart chakra block as well. Let's address the past. What is it that Spirit wants you guys to review about your past? Cancer season, and Cancer transits. For some of you guys, the test to get over this test or this blockage or this stagnant energy is to work through family issues or sibling issues or whatever this is, domesticated issues. Maybe this is with a roommate. Maybe this is over religion and cultural differences. That's coming through as well. Maybe someone doesn't like who someone lives with or is in love with or who's in a relationship. Like, it could be a number of things. But let's see, what is it that as a collective Spirit wants us to address regarding the past? We have the King of Wands, and in the tarot, this is Cancer and Leo energy. So Cancer keeps showing up in this reading. I mean, it is a Cancer collective reading, but a Cancer, a Leo, or someone that has Cancer, Leo placements could be a masculine that they're wanting you to address. This could be a father figure. This could be someone that's very prideful, and doesn't like to admit when they're wrong and lacks accountability. What else? Clarify the King of Wands. Yeah, we had the King and the Queen of Wands. Definitely has to do with either a marriage, a relationship, two people that live together or have children together. Clarify this energy. Someone thinks that something about this relationship or this connection is not going to change. This could be also a child I'm picking up that feels like a couple married or separated or together, living together, whatever the case is. What's it called? Common law. There could be a child here that doesn't approve of this relationship. I'm getting that strongly here with the 4 cups, the king and the queen of cups. Maybe there's a child that's like, I don't like my mom with him, or I don't like my dad with her. Nothing about the situation seems to be changing. Clarify the king and the queen of wands regarding the past. Some of you guys, especially that have children, they're being advised to stop bringing up the past around your kids. Now, I don't like to tell people how to raise their kids or anything like that. Just know that I'm just a vessel. They're relaying a message, okay? We have the 3 of swords. So in matters of the past, they want you guys to address a karmic lesson or a karmic experience that has happened between a male and a female, or a relationship, a couple, okay? And this looks like the girl that's in the 4 cups. So again, this could be a child coming through in this reading, or this could be the inner child in you coming in this reading that's still going through something traumatic or something triggered here. The Queen of Wands is also Aries and Pisces energy as well in the tarot. So, I mean, definitely screaming fire signs, but this could also be Cancer, Aries, Pisces, Leo, heavy here. I could go in even further with the 3 of swords regarding the past, but Spirit is like, no, there's so many things that this could represent for you guys. So I was talking about earlier how all 4th house matters in the intro are going to be resurfaced, and how we need to practice grounding practices that will keep us composed, to have composure. So when it comes to the past, they're bringing it up because the past is still bothering someone, or the situation is feeling stagnant. Okay, someone is focusing on the past. On a divination level, like I would do something that has to do with severing from the past, all while healing from the past. And this could definitely have to do with like root chakra energy needs some tending to as well, because there is a lack of trust here. Both parties, and I remember saying something as well about empathy and being open, like having your heart open to have empathy. Both parties' heart chakras are wounded and they need tending to. So we need to be empathetic. We need to be open to seeing both sides of a situation. The King and the Queen of Wands with the 3 of swords in the past. This is what they're wanting you to address. Let's look into the future. Let's look into the future, guys. For the collective. Cancer season, Cancer transits. What's in the future for the collective, Spirit? Speak to me clearly. Wow. Oh, wow. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Tower. So, this is you know what? When all of this comes up, something must come down. And when it comes down, it can look like the Tower. Underneath that is the Hierophant. So there is something, there's a higher source here that's orchestrating this with the Hierophant. This could be God, the Holy Spirit, angels, spirit guides, ancestors are intervening and creating an opportunity to start over again. This is the opportunity to rebuild right now. Okay, so in the future, 2 cards came out and they told me look at the bottom of the deck first, but these 2 cards came out, the Strength and the Knight of Cups. So more Leo energy is coming in with the Strength card. If you look at her necklace though, it's kind of shaped like a heart, And Leos are notoriously known for having big hearts. So I just want to put that out there. But we also have the Knight of Cups, Aquarius, and Pisces energy as well. So this is indicating to me it's going to take a lot of courage, and you're going to have to be brave, and you're going to have to accept your flaws. Remember, I was saying something about this King of Wands feels like he lacks accountability. Okay? This is about accepting our flaws. And coming forward with a love offer. Look at that envelope with there. He has his horse in the background on standby, a picnic table, and some flowers. This is going to take a lot for this person to come forward, but in the future, someone's going to come forward and they're going to say, look, I'm open. I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation, and I'm open to something new. I'm gonna be honest with you, some of you guys are gonna find this hilarious. Some of you guys are gonna find this hilarious, you know, while others are going to be like, yes, I'm down to start something new. If it means we get to move past, you know, all of the things that happened in the past, if we can come to an agreement here. It just depends. Everybody's situation is so different, and they want me to put that out there as well. Everybody's situation is different because some people, like I said in the very beginning of the collective message, that some people are going to hold their vision. They're definitely going to, you know, have this conversation, clear up this misunderstanding, this beef, and keep moving forward. While for others, they're going to be open to a new approach with this new moon because they're going to be open to like maybe some sort of reconciliation or trying something different. Okay, this Knight of Cups is a love offer. This Knight of Cups is a message. It's a form of communication. It's a form of calling a truce. And it's also someone operating from the heart. When we're talking about the cups, we're definitely talking about the heart. It's just, it's a lot. It's scary. It's scary, but someone's going to do it. Let me elaborate. Let me put one more. Instead of elaborate, let me clarify about what's going on in the future. Remember, guys, if you want to book a personal reading, the links are in the description box below. Clarify the strength in the Knight of Cups for me, please, Spirit. Let's see. The Magician. This is powerful. This is powerful. And I'm going to tell you, this doesn't feel, you know, in this reading, this doesn't feel like conjuring energy, which I wouldn't be surprised if someone was intentional and was conjuring something up. This Magician feels like willpower, intent, confidence, using your resources, believing in oneself, connecting with source. So there could be someone here really during Cancer season saying, despite the issues that we've gone through, family related, home related, ancestral issues from the past, I want a change, and I want this change to happen and to also be in alignment with my vision. This is huge. There's a magician here in the building that is aware that there's a wound here. You know what I like about the King and the Queen of Wands and the Three of Swords coming up in the past is because there's a level of awareness here. Let's call a thing a thing. We're not completely healed from something that happened to us, whether it was our inner child, there's a child here that's not happy about the situation, and or there's an issue between two people that needs to be sorted out. With that being said, I don't want it to be the same. I don't want stagnant energy. I want my faith to change. And so I'm going to have the courage, the strength, the willpower to do something about it. This could be someone that says like, you know, I'm having past issues, like I'm struggling with the past. There's so much conflicting thoughts. I'm very discouraged. What can I do? And you know what, that's so crazy that I said that earlier. I said on a divination level, on a divination tip, what I would do is sever ties from the past, all while healing from the past. And this is what this magician is doing. Like, this could be someone that's identifying that I know what the issue is. It's like, I can't get over the past. They can't get over the past. There's some sort of hurt or trauma here. Inner child wounds are here. Mother wounds are here. We need to heal this. We need to let it go. We need to sever ties. We need to release it. And so it's going to require us to face thyself in the mirror and address this shit. Knight of Cups is someone being very empathetic and being genuine about all of this. Wow. In the future, during Cancer season and Cancer transits, it's going to be a lot of heartfelt conversations, heart-to-heart conversations. And I just hope for you guys that the person on the receiving end opens their heart and they're vulnerable too. Because there's a lot that can happen when we're confident and intentional and we have good intent behind what we're doing. Let's look at the collective as a whole. Let's look at y'all energy. Let's see what we got going on as a collective. Let's see. Wow. This is beautiful. The Fool, it just falls in line with the new moon. Okay? A new start is coming. The Fool is the very first card in the tarot, okay? And so it talks about new territory, new journey, new environment, new situation. It talks about walking blind, walking by faith and not by sight. It talks about curiosity and also being rebellious and channeling that inner child and just taking a risk and believing that on the other side of the comfortable and the familiar is something much better. So as a collective, we are open to new. We are open to new. I love that we're not resisting it this time. Look how she's just about to fall with, I think, this amethyst in her hand, like blindly, like, just take me, Lord. Take me to the next dimension. Take me to the next level. Walk me through the portal. Get me out of here. I am open. You know, the fool naively walks away from all they know, all they're familiar with, all that's kept them comfortable. And they say, I don't have all the answers. I don't know where this situation is going to go and what all is going to happen, but I believe in potential. And I think that a risk is needed in order for something to change. With this empathy card, I feel like someone's going to take a risk when it comes to matters of the heart. And I feel like for a lot of you, once you do, there's going to be a lot of laughter, a lot of lightheartedness around the situation. And I do feel like anxiety, stress is going to be relieved from you. I love that the Fool card came out. I love that. What was behind the Fool? The Ten of Wands. On to bigger and better things. See, this girl here with the Ten of Wands, she's packed up most of her stuff, the things that are valuable with her, and she's open to bigger and better things. Just open-minded. I'm willing to take the journey. I'm willing to take the risk because I believe it's something better than what I know. Also, the Ten of Wands is Saturn and Sagittarius. So Saturn could be telling you guys it's time to go ahead and get your stuff together. Get your stuff, get it in order. You're going to need the discipline. You're going to need structure. You're going to need to be consistent. You're going to need boundaries. As long as you take this risk and you have your together, it's going to be fine. See, if we were just operating off of the Fool, naive, that's one thing. But with this Ten of Wands, this is an understanding and an acceptance that this new start is going to come with responsibilities, burdens. It's going to come with tests. It's going to come with challenges. But you have to have structure, discipline, boundaries, order in order to handle this new territory, this new risk, this new life, this new journey. New moon. The new start is coming. I mean, it doesn't get any more confirming than that. A 10, a 0, and then a new moon. Ten of Wands and the Fool. This is what it looks like when you hold your vision. This is what it looks like. You don't give up. You keep moving forward. You're just trying things differently. You're being empathetic this time around. Okay. Let's look at your environment as a collective. How's the environment influencing you? How are you influencing your environment, guys? I'm low-key happy this is going to be under an hour. The Tower card again. There's not much to elaborate on the environment, how you're influencing the environment at this time, because this says that everything is about to change. So again, you're walking away from the familiar. So your environment now is not going to look the same towards the end of Cancer season or after, definitely after. And during Cancer season transits, like you have, what was it? Mercury in Cancer, Venus in Cancer, Mars in Cancer. It's coming up. Pay attention to July 5th and the 6th too, because this could be happening around that time as well, after the 4th of July. Environment's about to change. And for some, it's light work. It's light work with this humor card. But for others, it's like, okay, major shifts. Ten of Wands could definitely represent a move, a physical move for Cancer season for some of you guys. That could be a big deal. Well, for others, it's a phone call. It's a conversation. It's a sit down. It's unblocking somebody. Let's look at your hopes and fears for the collective. Let's see. Hopes and fears for the collective. Wow. We have the Ten of Cups. You see this? This is family vibes. This is harmony. This is union. This is everything. This is everybody getting along. This is also Mars in Pisces. You're encouraged to dream big. Like, I feel like someone feels like a family member or a friend or someone came in between family, and so that has caused issues, and or there's some sort of obstacle, but they're saying a new start is coming. Be open. Let me clarify the Ten of Cups for hopes and fears. This is people getting along. This is people, and this is what happens when you have empathy for people and you're able to see both sides of a situation. You get to see you'll start to see yourself in someone else and just be more empathetic and understand, like, shit happens. Clarify the Ten of Cups for the hopes and fears. Wow. I know what this reminds me of. A reading I did for the elements. I said Cancer season. I think it was 2 out of the fire, earth, air, water. 2 of them I specifically remember saying Cancer season is going to be lit for you guys. We have the Sun and we have the Ten of Cups. This is beautiful. To come up as your hopes and fears, this is like 2 things that Spirit wants to let you know. Those that believe and they hope and they wish and they dream and they pray and they're optimistic, prayers answered will look like this. Those that fear this is what's on the other side. You have to take the risk with that fool energy. You have to take that risk, or this is what you're going to miss out on. Wow. This is giving me mended bridge. A mended bridge for some of you guys. Some of you guys, this has to do with like long distance issues or just long distance, and the distance is about to get shorter. For relationships, family dynamics. I want to look at a potential outcome for the collective. We have the Empress card. Wow. Mother. This could also represent a pregnancy, but I'm picking up maternal energy here. Someone's going to be showing up. 10 of Cups in the Sun, and then the Empress. Mother is showing up in some shape, way, or capacity. There's some sort of healing going on regarding the mother womb. Okay, this could also be associated with the sacral chakra. My God. I'm feeling emotional, but at the same time, like, I don't know where it's coming from. There's a mother here that could be vulnerable here. The Empress also talks about fertility and creativity. So like for some of you guys, like I was saying earlier, some of you guys will have already like used this energy in a creative way, as with a creative outlet. And now that this energy is going to be tended to, you're going to be creating even more. Sometimes we feel like certain things don't cross-reference into something or can affect something else, but it really can. Like, you could have a mother issue and it could be affecting your work, your career, your love life. It could be affecting your self-esteem. It could be affecting sex. It could be affecting your relationship with your children. A mother wound could cause a domino effect in a whole bunch of areas of your life. This energy feels like Now that mother energy is healing, maternal energy is healing. Now this creativity, there's like a creative block being removed too. Ability to create and manifest with that magician energy earlier. Let's pull a few more for the outcome. Wow. But I'm also picking up this before I flip over these cards. There's somebody that's in a relationship with somebody that has maternal issues. I mean, they have an issue with their mother or a mother archetype of figure. And because we're just scratching the surface of this, so much progress in that relationship will happen. Especially if you're dealing with someone that doesn't communicate with their mother consistently or frequently, or they intentionally have blocked that person off. And for the record, I feel the need to say, like, this doesn't necessarily have to be a situation where two parties are actually communicating with each other. This could be an internal work going on that actually is very progressive and helps the relationship tremendously. Okay, now let me see, potential outcome. We had the Strength card again and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. There could be a difficult conversation that happens between mother and you, okay? Or someone. The Strength card and the Empress card, two major arcanas here. Okay, someone could be scared to announce a pregnancy or another pregnancy. For others, this could be someone having the courage to speak on their sexuality or a relationship or a purpose that they want to pursue, a career. For others, this is just the courage to just speak on past hurt and pain with that Three of Swords earlier. But what do you get in return? A blessing from God. A blessing from God. This is a blessing. Let me pull one more for the potential outcome. This is what happens when God rewards you for doing the hard stuff, the uncomfortable stuff. Okay, a lot of people sleep on courage. We don't just wake up one day and have the courage. That shit gets built up over time. And with the Strength card, you have to work on your confidence in order to act, to do, to use your willpower. And God rewards you for that, especially if you're doing intentional healing. And I do feel like in the future, you're going to be laughing about all of this with this humor card. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, the glory to God that I got over that. To the glory. Let me pull one more. This is good stuff. This is really good stuff. All right. Wow. Ace of Swords and the World. Ooh. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you guys are going to be proving to a lot of people during Cancer season and Cancer transits that you were able to do a ton on your own, independently. There could have been codependent issues, especially dealing with Cancerian energy. Cancerian energy tends to be codependent because they have this dependency, just like mother and child with the Empress energy. Yeah. You know how dependent a child is on their mother from birth? And that carries on when we become adults. But with the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, there's going to be someone proving to themselves and intentionally or unintentionally proving to others that they accomplished a lot on their own. And it took a lot of strength and courage to do that. To hold their vision. I remember I was bringing up Leo energy earlier with fixed signs. Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. But with this World card and the Ace of Swords, I remember the World card coming out earlier. There is some sort of completion, a karmic lesson, a test and trial coming to the end because someone has gained clarity, insight, they've ascended from some sort of mental block that I picked up earlier with the Five of Swords and the Two of Swords. This is you moving on to the next level in your life. This is you gaining so much clarity, you understand the solution to a problem. Thank God this block has been removed, because this is really positive for Cancer energy. So much progression in matters of the fourth house with family, children, mother, ancestral lineage and culture, tradition, domestication life, home, privacy. Guys, this is amazing. I'm at the point I'm speechless now. So this is your collective reading for Cancer season. Thank you guys so much for tapping in and checking out the video. If you guys want to, if you feel called, when you feel called to book a personal reading with me, the links are in the description box below. Also, I'm active on all my socials. Those links are there as well. And yeah, it's been a beautiful vibe. Thank you guys for stopping by, spending the hour with me. And until next time, we'll see each other.